It's a beautiful morning here in northern Vermont. It's Monday, July 27th at 9:22 in the morning. And there's Journey's End Road. We're going to head down there and park the car. We're going to get a pickup. It's down that way. And across that way is Canada. And there's a large peak over there. I wonder what that is. But anyway, heading up there to Journey's End Road to do a 2-day hike over Jay and to the Journey's to the Canadian border. So with my son Ed, and this is what our plan is for today. And there are some of the local residents here. All right, that's the Journey's End Road coming in. And here's the parking area. It's a car from Pennsylvania here. There was a bunch of cars here yesterday when we stopped by, but they're gone. And that's the way to the Journey's End shelter, Canadian border, and the end of the trail. So this is where we hope to come out tomorrow afternoon. It all works out well. Oh, and here's Ed. He's all chomping at the bit, ready to go. We're awaiting our ride to come take us back over to Route 242. Our bags are packed, we're ready to go, and we're all excited. I better go turn off. And the flies are very wicked here. Flies are very wicked. And there goes our lift. There's Lori from Montgomery Adventures, who picked us up at the trailhead and brought us here. The trail is right across the road there. It's 10:20 in the morning of July 27th, and as you can see, the weather is pretty good, and we hope to make it to Shooting Star Shelter this evening. That's where we're going to spend the evening. And Ed's all ready to go, and here we go. Let me get my poles down there and walk across the road without getting run over. And the adventure begins on the long trail. And it's starting straight up immediately. Right off the road is the Atlas Shelter. It's a bit small, but it's better than nothing if you're the last resort. Okay, we're going to do our due diligence here and register. See what we have in the book. So I'm going to register us in. Into the book. All right. Is there any room on here? There you go. Today is the 27th. There's somebody ahead of us. There's two ahead of us. Okay. We made it up this far. We're about 4/10 of a mile from the summit. And we did this in an hour and a half. So I'm pretty happy with that. It's about a mile and 2/10 or something like that, 3/10 to this location. Anyway. Puffy clouds. It's not supposed to rain until late this evening, or by 6 o'clock, but we should be into the shelter by then, so I'm pretty confident we'll do that. And Ed's doing a fine job hiking and leading his first real serious hike like this, right, Ed? Your first serious hike, so he's doing great. And he's taking care of old Dad. Anyway. Well, we're making some progress. Finally got a view. We're on one of the trails of Jay Peak. Just came in over that staircase, and thank you for putting that staircase in. That's the Long Trail South. But they don't make it easy. There's a white blaze up there. We're going over the top. Anyway, would have been nice if we could go up this way, but put it up that way. And this, I believe, this is looking off to the south. Yes, it is looking towards the south. So I'm doing pretty good, and I'm receiving the repeater from Mount Equinox in Manchester, which is about 215 miles. So it's doing pretty good. And Ed is really good. Ed is hiking like a mountain goat. And thank you, Ed, for waiting for me from time to time. It's steep down. Anyway. It is steep. Rock climb straight up. Think about all this. You're doing great.
Good.
You have something to write home about. And that's where we're headed, where those people are sitting up there. And I hope I see the white blazes up to the right? You gotta go scramble over the rocks. There's no easy way. We could cheat. And this is the view. This is looking off towards the south. Maybe, so that's to the west, I'm thinking. And that's to the south. And continue over these boulders. This is the view from Little J, in between Woodward and that shelter is called Shooting Star. And it heads in the trail over there. Hiding in the woods. Got some kind of weather moving in. Hopefully it'll miss us. I'll go around. Good morning, 6:45 on July 28th. It's a Tuesday morning, and the skies are crystal clear. But that was not the case last night. We had a storm, lightning storm, thunderstorm that ripped through here, and I'm so glad we set up our tent in the shelter because it was heavy wind, high winds, high rain, I mean torrential rains, and it would have been not so comfortable tenting out. But it worked out well, and you can see how steep it was here, right off the shelter. And our path is out this way somewhere. We got to find the trail again. Not sure where the trail is, but we'll have to double back to the trail, find out where it goes down that way. We got in here about 6ish last night, and we had a very comfortable evening. We had a fire going for a while. Very good father-son time together, so I'm thankful for that. Ed's really enjoying this. Presently, he's over in the woods there doing something. We're leaving here. We'll probably be out of here by 7 o'clock and make it to the Canadian border this afternoon and to the car. It is 9:54 in the morning on July 28th, and as you can see, we made it to our last summit on this Carlton Mountain at 2670 feet. We've been doing nothing but climbing and descending the last 2 days. We had an incredible storm last night, a real gully washer. It was wind, thunder, lightning, heavy downpour. But we were cozy and dry in the shelter. So I'm glad I opted to go in a shelter rather than tenting out, because everything around, all the tent sites around were flooded. So I set up the Copper Spur UL2 with just the tent, the screen, the inner. We didn't put up the tent, the rainfly, and we were fine. That shelter held up well. We didn't get any rain inside the shelter, so I was happy about that. So we have about 1.4 miles to the Canadian border. Ed is back, he went on the trail back there for a lookout. It's downhill. I don't want to climb up anymore. My knees are giving me fits and starts. Anyway, it's a beautiful day today. I guess it's about 75 right now, and looking forward to finishing this section. We started at J Pass. Thanks to Ed, he encouraged me to push on yesterday to the Shooting Star Shelter, which means we are way ahead of where we would be today if it wasn't for that. So thank you, Ed. Ed's been a great hiking partner. He's had an earshot, so I can say these things. It's been a great father-son time together. Here comes Ed, coming out of the woods. He'll tell us what I think. So how was it? Is it worth it?
It was alright. There's a bit of trees in the way.
All right.
Oh, that's good.
All right, so we're going to be heading out. It's all downhill from here. Next stop is the Canadian border. Hi-ho. There is the border of the United States on the left and Canada on the right, and this is the official border marker. I'm going to go down there and get some pictures down by the border marker. And I think the trail going out is over there. We made it. Let me see if I can get down there. Go ahead, go. Go. Nothing's easy, huh? You're in Canada. I'm going to pick up a rock and take it with me. Take a piece of Canada home. Some of the inscriptions on the border marker. We got a beautiful day for arriving at the border. The buggy here, for sure. I gotta find out who this .com. So this border marker is relatively new, apparently. Treaty of 1842, I think it says down there. Treaty of Washington. It's 11:02 on the 28th of July. A gorgeous day here on the U.S.-Canadian border. Ed and I just completed our hike from J Pass, and we're doing a pretty good time.
So now we just got a short walk out to our car. It's been a fun time. Really enjoyed being with Ed. And I think, that's Ed. And I think he enjoyed it too, so I'm glad we did this together. That says thumbs up. We're here at the border. Make sure you get a picture of that patch. Did you see the patch? That's our Florida Operation Trail Club. I just want to make sure we got to the border. All right.
I just want to get a panorama looking into Canada from the Vermont side. And we got to head out that way, about another mile and a half. We've arrived at Journey's End shelter. Very nice. They replaced this one recently. It's got a door, which is nice. It was replaced in 2003. The original one has been relocated to the short trail behind the headquarters for the Green Mountain Club. And I was in it. Not going to be in the new one.